Skiba. Second spot from Langley tried to lobotomize the nation. Hospital protocols killed dad, ventilator strangulation. Mom dropped the book that burned the whole damn system down. Now every normie cooks while we expose the clown town. Push the button, smash subscribe, feed the Patreon beast. Marinate in forbidden truth till your balls drop at least. It's the edge of the world, and all of that shit civilization. Every new show starts at 7. At least the red pills hit like nuclear detonation. It's understood that Skiba News. So subscribe to Skiba News Nation.
What if everything you were told was only part of the story? What if the questions you were told not to ask were the questions that mattered most? This November, the Truth Seekers are coming together. 2 unforgettable days of powerful speakers, mind-blowing presentations, live conversations, comedy, and community, and the kind of ideas you will not hear at an ordinary conference. This is where the internet comes to life. The truthers become family, where the evidence is examined, where the narratives are changed, and where absolutely nothing is off limits. Do not watch history from your phone. Be in the room. Join the movement. Meet your favorite researchers, creators, speakers, and fellow truthers face to face. Tickets are available now at truthercon.com. TrutherCon 2026 is in Dallas, Texas, November 7th and 8th. Question everything. I don't know about you, but I'm hyped to be at TrutherCon 2026. What about you, Jake?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be great.
Well, welcome to Skiba News Nation live stream, everybody. How are you doing, Jake?
I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good indeed. Yeah, man. I'm super excited. This episode, we're going to share a little clip from the Bohemian Grove creator live stream that I found. I had to track it down, but we had a really cool conversation I wanted to share you guys, and there's some really crazy news that are it's got big implications. We're going to be bringing up Albert Pike's World War III letter,
and
the
you got a
clash
very
of the
special
3
video
religions. And I do have a very special video, but I have to play it at a very particular moment in the middle of our news because I have another news story that goes along with it. So I can't play it just right at the beginning, but I will have it ready for y'all here in a second. If you guys didn't catch our Nephilim Death Squad interview over on their channel.
Hey, Nancy.
Hey, Nancy was actually part of that. What's up?
Yeah, she's awesome. I was talking to her for maybe 20 minutes before. Super, super awesome. She's going to be at TrutherCon. So awesome.
Oh, that's cool. Look forward to having you out. All right. Well, how about you, Jeremiah? What have you been up to?
I went to a Rangers game yesterday. My lovely wife bought tickets for it was me, her, my cousin Monty, of course, and then it was the Chris, Shannon, and everybody else, and it was 9 people, and we were all in a suite, and we got all you can eat, and then I ate too much because I had diarrhea, so it's been pretty crazy, man.
You're telling me you caught a case of the explosive runs that we've been covering?
I think I did. I did.
Man. It's a biological warfare that you just became a part of.
The effing Jews, am I right?
Sometimes you're right. Except most of the time you get explosive diarrhea from our South American brethren, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I guess you're right.
I was talking with my cousins on the way back from Florida, hitting up Bohemian Grove, and they were talking about how they went to visit Mexico to get some fairly inexpensive medical treatment, and they were just talking about the camaraderie and the family atmosphere of Mexico. And then they were like, and they also have a word for whatever explosive thing happens out of the back end of gringos' butts whenever they try the local street food. And I was like,
yeah, it's Montezuma's revenge.
That's what it was. Yeah. That's kind of crazy. No wonder they eat so many spicy peppers and hot stuff. It kills all the bugs, I guess.
I'm gonna make a mask, not the Guy Fawkes mask, but the Montezuma Revenge mask. Sounds cooler.
Montezuma's. Is it just gonna be like look like a mud mask? Is that what that mask looks like?
I haven't decided yet. Definitely has a mustache and a beard.
Ah, okay. Kind
of your look.
All right. Get the dripping, Oh, okay. We're going too far with the Montezuma's mask. All right. Well, you want to get into it? Let's
do it.
Yeah, I have been wondering who my doppelganger is. Jeremiah's been talking so much about the fakest flat earther and how he seems to cover everyone, and I still haven't got my doppelganger call out yet. So I've been curious.
You got to poke him. You got to poke the bear. I love that the Nephilim Death Squad, that they love that kind of thing, because I've always loved that kind of thing. Just like poking the bear until he attacks you, and then you get like thousands more subscribers or thousands more followers. And finally did it. Finally hit that pinata and made him burst.
All right. Well, maybe one day I'll be a big enough of a threat to his I guess he was getting super spiritual about it, like his prayer life or something, like people pointing out that he looks like Gene Simmons or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, so I want to share this video with you guys. It's a great conversation that we had at the Bohemian Grove with some of the other cool guys there. Some of the guys that, by the way, are going to be at TruthCon. But yeah, I just wanted to play this little theory I had. It's about the biblical figure Esau and a little passage there, and I kind of spilled the beans on their live stream, and I tracked down the clip. It's in like a 7.5 hour video, so it took a while to find it, but I thought our audience would appreciate my theory here that I shared with the other creators.
All right,
here we go. Now, this is why y'all got to make it to Bohemian Grove, because we had conversations like this happening all over, but this is going to be very similar to TruthCon, the same kind of ethos.
Someone should timestamp each person that was there. Maybe I'll have somebody do that on our team.
Oh yeah. By the way, this dude was super cool. He was like in a full cloak and dagger outfit.
No, that's adorable.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. I'm on time 3.
Shout out Doc Brown. What's up, man?
Yeah, Doc Brown.
I invited him to TruthCon.
Reposting intelligence talking points.
That's all they're used for. I mean, that's how you get some stupid jerk like, what's that guy's name? Misfit Patriot, who's literally paid like $7,000 a post just to repost talking points that have been approved.
All right, Doc, change of topic. What would you like to talk about?
I don't know, man. I just kind of walked up on the conversation. I don't know what's going on. I was like, hey.
Oh, and then actually, I'm going to take a break. Do you want to sit right here? Because that mic doesn't work.
Share mic.
Oh, you can share? Okay.
Yeah.
Your guys' pick.
We don't talk about Jake.
What do you want to talk about? Okay.
And introduce yourself.
All right. Well, I'm Jake Grant from Skiba News Nation, and yeah, I like this guy a lot. I sat next to him at another conference we went to, and a topic that we talked about at that conference that you love to talk about is Esau in the scriptures.
Yeah.
And
you had some nuggets.
I had a theory about Esau in the scriptures that, I was like, Esau expert. I'm going to see what he thinks about my theory.
Yeah.
And so my theory is this, okay? So there's a prophecy in Genesis revolving around Jacob and Esau being born. It was given to their mother. And a lot of people look at that and they're like, okay, the plain reading of the text is Jacob, the younger brother, is going to be, he's going to
Rule over the elder.
Well, yeah. So it was like, oh, one is Esau, one is Jacob. On further study, in the Hebrew, I've become convinced that the rendering of that prophecy is exactly opposite. and it becomes this beautiful echo that reflects the Messiah's words in the Gospels, that the greatest among you will be the servant of all. And the way that this works is in the prophecy in Genesis. Forgive me, you guys on the chat will have to look up the actual reference. But the concept is that the Hebrew word for the greater, the elder, which is often interpreted to be Esau, is the word Rav. And the lesser, which is often interpreted to be Jacob, is the Seir. And these are the two Hebrew words that are used for that. But when you read it, there's actually some interesting Hebrew word pun language that's happening.
Yeah.
So when you read it like this, that the Rav, or the great one, is actually talking about Jacob. He will be the servant of the Seir, which is the lesser. And so it's a completely opposite reading of that, but it becomes immensely prophetic and ties into the words of the Messiah of the greatest among you will be the servant of all. And there's also a little word pun there with the word Seir, which is also so lingually close to the word for hairy. So Esau was the Seir, the hairy man, and also Esau was known to have gone and settled on Mount Seir.
His father-in-law was named Seir.
Exactly. And also the rabbinic term of rabbi, the Rav, is the root of rabbi. Who was the teacher of Israel? Israel taught his sons righteousness. And so Jacob was truly the great one. And the reason Jacob was the great one is because he served Esau, he served Isaac, he served Laban. And that's why when the Messiah says the greatest among you will be the servant of all, servant of the least, right? That's how, like, we can both, like, okay, it connects with what the Messiah was literally teaching his apostles. And you can point to that prophecy of Jacob and Esau and go, oh, wow, the rendering in the Hebrew can be read opposite. And that's why his mother knew he was the chosen one. And that's, to me, like, the gist of the theory.
Hey, Doc, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Because I've always wondered how this happens when you're talking about Esau and Jacob. They were twins,
Yes.
yet one came out hairless and the other came out a Sasquatch. How do you think that actually happened? Because I've heard some different ideas, but what is your opinion of that?
Yeah, well, I tell people, I'm like, if you just let the text say what it says, the author took the time to really pinpoint and identify how different Esau was. You know, he was covered in hair from head to toe, like a hairy cloak. And so, which I'm a serpent seed guy, you know what I mean? And it's you can look it up. I mean, a woman can be impregnated by two different sperm cells, you know.
Do you know the word?
Yeah, hypersuperfectation or something like that.
Hyperpaternal superfecundation.
Yes.
Now, please, in a non-$100 word, what does that mean?
Means there was two dudes, one girl,
One woman,
and
twins, but two separate DNA.
Oh, so you can get impregnated by two guys at the same time.
And have twins.
Okay.
Like a
okay.
dog.
Yeah, that's the serpent. Definitely
Yes.
the serpent seed theory. I don't know if that was the case with Esau, but it is possible that you know he is the one that the Most High said he hated.
Yes, the only one.
And what's interesting about Esau is rabbinically they teach that not
He was the
Pharaoh.
serpent seed.
Yes, not
Roboting.
Pharaoh, not Nimrod, not Herod. The most wicked man in Scripture, according to rabbinic interpretation, was Esau.
Yeah.
And the reason that is because Esau was revealed righteousness and he turned away from it. So he had the knowledge and he rejected it. While Pharaoh, he believed in his false gods. He was a bad guy, slayed babies, but he didn't reject righteousness that was right in front of him. That's what makes true wickedness, is rejecting the truth.
So, okay. So we had a really great conversation there. I wanted to share with our audience the same theory that I shared on their live stream. And it ties in with what we're going to be covering tonight in a very interesting way. We're going to pull up a very interesting letter that is pseudepigrapha from Albert Pike, allegedly, but I think it could be legit. And it's the letter of the 3 World Wars. And it ties into just the destabilization of all of these big Judaic, Islamic, and Christian religion kind of centers around the world. It's very interesting. But
yeah, it's in the building that he's allegedly buried in, or they have his remains, and it's in DC at the Freemason headquarters or whatever.
yeah,
They say you can tour it, but you cannot.
yeah, I'd like to check out, like, if there's any like very prestigious scholarly bookworm types that have been able to validate this letter. But before I get into that, I wanted to bring up something interesting. There's some theories out there that in the end times, before the day of the Lord, so to speak, that Esau or Edom will be openly claiming Israel and Judah while knowing that Yah's presence is there. And also Edomaiah or Edom, which is synonymous with Esau, treating God's land as his own possession with spiteful joy. So there's this allusion to the concept that the people that are in charge of the land of quote unquote Israel or the Holy Land are actually Edom or Esau in disguise, trying to steal Jacob's blessing back in the same way Jacob kind of masqueraded as Esau. It's like a flip of the script, and some of these very interesting kind of verses. Anybody who's interested in just like, reading in some of the verses I'm referencing, it's Ezekiel 35, Ezekiel 36, Malachi 1, Obadiah 1, several different places that, several different places that cover this. Anyways, the concept being interesting because the Rothschilds are the ones that allegedly set up the modern nation state of Israel.
Right.
Well, what's fascinating about that is Rothschild means red shield, right?
Okay.
And so what was Esau? Esau was the hairy red guy. He was there's interesting correlations with Adam, and red, and the red stew that Jacob fed him, and this whole concept. So I'm not trying to get too deep on the weeds, but let's just say it ties into what we're going to be covering news-wise tonight. Check this out. Here's the Albert Pike letter to Mazzini dated August 15th, 1871. So it says here, the First World War must be brought about in order to permit the Illuminati to overthrow the powers of the Caesars in Russia and of making the country a fortress of atheistic communism divergences caused by the agentures of the Illuminati between the British and German, and will be used to foment this war. At the end of the war, communism will be built and used like an anvil to destroy the other governments in order to weaken the religions. So when we think about what the First World War was, it was the destruction of that old monarchical system of all the cousins that were all related, all going to war with each other. They were literally playing a game of ancient Risk. And
Wow.
it's very interesting. So the Second World War is taking advantage of the difference. What does it say? The differences between the fascists and the political Zionists. And this was, of course, where out of the ashes of this, the nation state of Israel was formed. This war must be brought about so that Nazism is destroyed and that the political Zionism be strong enough to institute a sovereign state of Israel and Palestine during the Second World War. International communism must be strong enough in order to balance Christendom, which would then be restrained and held in check until the time we would need it for the final social cataclysm. All right. And the Third World War, now this is the one that I want you guys to pay attention to what he says here, because it ties in with what we're seeing worldwide in the news. By taking advantage of the differences used by the agenteurs of the Illuminati between political Zionists and the leaders of Islamic world, we have war with Iran right now. We have a military leader in the U.S., Department of War head Secretary Pete Hegseth, that literally has a Crusader cross tattooed on his chest, right? And then not this, but the issues of migrating Muslims across the world, destabilizing the culture of the places they're moving. The war must be conducted in such a way that Islam, the Muslim Arabic word, and political Zionism, the state of Israel, mutually destroy each other. Meanwhile, the other nations... So what's happening? Literally, Iran and Israel bombarding each other, shooting missiles at each other. Meanwhile, the other nations, once more divided on this issue, will be constrained to fight to the point of complete physical, moral, spiritual, and economic exhaustion. We shall unleash the nihilist and the atheist, and we shall provoke a formidable social cataclysm. In this, and its horror will show clearly to the nations the effect of absolute atheism, the origin of savagery, and the most bloody turmoil. then everywhere, the citizens obliged to defend themselves against the world minority of revolutionaries will exterminate those destroyers of civilization, and the multitude disillusioned with Christianity, whose deistic spirits will from that moment be without compass or direction, anxious for an ideal, but without knowing where to render its adoration, will receive the true light of the manifestation of pure doctrine of Lucifer. Brought finally out to the public view, the manifestation will result from the general reactionary movement, which will follow the destruction of Christianity and atheism. Wow.
It's a lot.
Mouth there. Dang. And so, this is the premise. It's the thesis, the antithesis, and the synthesis. This is what the Hegelian dialectic is.
No, that's Mickey Mouse is what that is.
You shot my joke out of the air, man. I was going to come in there and sweep you under the feet with it, but you were too quick on your feet, I guess. Oh, man. Yes, it is Mickey Mouse. In other words, it is Mickey Mouse.
Oh, boy.
I'm a better Goofy.
Oh, no. If you think about what Walt Disney represented, he monetized nostalgia. And what does religion represent to most people that aren't necessarily devout? It just represents the nostalgia of their family upbringing, their culture, and that's why people will go to war for it. And we're seeing that in a way kind of being mobilized today with TPUSA trying to stir up the Christian Conservative Party. We see it with the war with the United States and Iran, and we're stepping in there to defend Israel or do something for Israel because they're the ones who have the bone to pick originally, or it gets complicated. I don't know, but it's very interesting. And the reason this is all significant, we talked about the World War III letter from Albert Pike, is this just came out just the other day, is the historic announcement from President Trump that we are leaving NATO. And what does this mean? Well, the argument is that NATO has not stepped up to bat to help U.S. forces in Iran. And, it's kind of just a money sink for us. But I wonder if there's farther reaching consequences to this than we know. So let's just look at this announcement from Trump.
When NATO just wasn't there. They just weren't there. It's going to make a lot of money for the United States because we spend hundreds of billions of dollars a year on NATO, hundreds of protecting them. And we would have always been there for them. But now, based on their actions, I guess we don't have to be, do we?
Mr. President.
That sounds like a breaking story, yes, sir. Is that breaking news?
Real time, uncensored,
Trump just announced
Alex Jones
that the United States is leaving NATO. Now, he's threatened that before in the last 19 months since he got into office. But this time he said, I'm doing it.
I heard that.
He said, yes.
Oh, you did?
Pretty big news. We'll show you the full clip here in a moment. It's gotten almost no coverage. This is a big deal because Trump definitely understands the fact that NATO started this war with Russia in the last 16 years by encroaching on their borders, by overthrowing the Ukrainian government, by attacking Russian-held areas. And Trump understands that if NATO goes to full war, which they've been talking about with Russia, that the U.S. under our NATO agreement will have to be part of that war. And Russia has said in the last month they are imminently about to strike NATO targets outside Ukraine, military bases and depots in the UK, in Poland, in France, in Germany, in the Netherlands, that are supplying the weapons that are attacking Russia. And we're talking about huge attacks every day in Moscow, warehouses blowing up, hotels. I mean, you've seen it. Thousands of drones a week fired at Russia. Their nuclear bombers blown up during Operation Spiderweb. I mean, these are incredible provocations that we would never put up with. So I've said if NATO is getting ready to go to war fully and officially with Russia, it is key that we get out of NATO. And Trump.
All right. So Trump announces, hey, we're getting out of NATO. And let me just play a little bit more of the clip of him, announcing this.
Amount of military armament when they wouldn't send, just even acknowledge what we were doing for the world and taking on Iran. I never considered it very risky, but war is always risk. A lot of strange things happen in war that are very bad, but but I didn't consider it. I know how great we're the greatest military by far anywhere. There was nobody close. I didn't think there was a big.
There's nobody.
There's
Where's the
always surprises with war. They can be very bad surprises. I mean,
Okay. So you guys definitely check out this clip, its entirety, because I think there's a reason it's not being covered very much, is because it's a big announcement, and the implications of not being part of NATO. People have kind of estimated what could this mean. But if you're interested in somebody that has a really interesting perspective, it's Professor Jang, and he was just on Theo Vaughn's show just like a few days ago. So I highly encourage. I'm not going to play any of it, but I've played Professor Jang's clips. He believes in this thing called game theory, and super interesting. He talks about how each nation is like a player in this worldwide game, and everybody plays to the best of their ability, and that's how you can kind of predict what nations are going to do. And so it's kind of a combination of some of the things that Professor Jang's talking about, and this concept that there's this push or this undercover influence moving us towards that same concept that we see in Albert Pike's World War III letter. And let's check this out. This is a little part of Jason A's clip just recently released that's really interesting, and just talks about like how this escalation of conflict and the modern era of war is getting kind of hairy and pretty crazy. Check this out.
Harry.
You believe in? I'm asking both of you.
A conspiracy theory that I believe in. Well, okay, it's not a conspiracy theory.
Okay.
Okay. And but I have long been on this UAP thing.
Okay.
And now, I've sort of surrendered that portfolio to someone else who well, who's very much in charge of the UAP issue. Again, it's not. What I say is, I don't know who it is, I don't know what it is, but there are things flying over our military installation and they're not ours, and we should look into this, be serious about it. And I did that for a long time in the Senate, and it had two benefits. The first is that obviously it's a legitimate topic, and the second is, whatever the news of the day was, it was controversial, and a reporter comes up to you and you say to them, look, I don't have time for these questions about politics. Do you realize there's things flying over airspace? We don't know what they are. And the reporter's like, oh, what do you know? Tell me more. So it was extraordinarily effective as a diversionary tactic in addition to. Now, that said, it's also a very legitimate topic that we should be covering. So I don't call it a conspiracy. I don't know the answer to any of it. I'm just, asking the questions about, we should know what's flying over our airspace. But I don't think that's a conspiracy theory as much as it is just, it can be in some sense because people do believe we're covering something up. And I assure you, like in this administration, if we knew, like the president would be all over. Like there would be, prime time address. He would, he'd be showing the pictures and the videos. But, Stephen's on that case now, and I think he's doing a great job.
This morning, major security concerns at Air Force bases across the country with drones breaching multiple airspaces.
Damning documents revealing nearly 150 of the unmanned aircraft were spotted flying at bases in Sydney, Queensland, Adelaide and Newcastle. Live now to Jack Hahn in Richmond in Sydney's northwest. Jack, do we know who's flying these drones?
Yeah, Sylvia, Tom, good morning to you. Simply put, to answer your question.
No, we don't. Good morning. No, we don't. I have no information, but I'm going to stand here and smile.
Look at my coat.
Long story short, man, you're seeing these drone appearances over military bases. You're seeing the U.S. slowly backing away from NATO. And yeah, the excuse is, oh, if NATO goes to full-on war with Russia, we won't get pulled into it. But if you think about it, if something happens on the U.S. side of things in the West, then NATO's not going to come a knocking trying to save us. So the opposite is true. It's like you lose the supposed allies if you back out of that treaty as well. And so it's not just a one-way street. And definitely what we're seeing in Ukraine is like a proxy war with Russia, and through Ukraine is being funneled like all this tech from other NATO countries and the US to kind of like drain Russia's resources. And what we're seeing is the exact same thing in Iran, where Iran is like operating as like this proxy, and they're getting, missiles and stuff from China and draining US military resources. And so once the resources have been depleted enough, then I think that's when we're going to see the further escalation of kind of the worldwide war, the beginning of World War III. And the scriptures talk about it. Yeah, I mean, they've been using some crazy tech over there, but with how long we've been at war with Iran, it's starting to become pretty garishly obvious that it's just going to be this long, drawn-out conflict, because if they've really won the war in the first week and then they won the war in the second week and they're still winning the war every week, I mean, why do you have to win the war 50 times before the war is over? It's because we talked about this. I talked about this with some of the guys after the Bohemian Grove, is that how do you start an endless war? Because that's how the war machine runs, right? You have a war, they get money, from the military industrial complex, whatever. It's you pick a fight with a country that will never give up. And because of the religious zealotism, that's ingrained in Iran and their infrastructure, they are literally going to keep going. It's a similar thing to me to like World War II, with how the Japanese had the God Emperor and they would refuse to give up because it was like part of their ingrained culture to not. They would literally suicide themselves to keep it going. And it's terrifying that was the culture that it brought to manifestation the whole nuclear bomb horror show. Like they had to scare them into giving up. And so I think we could probably see something similar like that. But we're going to cover now the 3 different religions. All right. So in the World War letter of Albert Pike, he had the 3 religions: Christianity, Islam, and Judaism. So let's start with the war on Christianity. Now, this is breaking news in Jersey. They just declared war on Christians. Governor Mike Sherrill just signed a law that can put peaceful Christians into prison for simply praying outside of abortion clinics, and that's up to 18 months behind bars for kneeling and praying. Upgrade the charge, and they can lock you up to 10 years and hit you with a $150,000 fine. So let's just watch this short clip.
That's real nice. They're nice.
But here's where this all gets even more concerning to pro-life advocates. The new law makes it a crime to physically block access to facilities like abortion clinics, and the penalties are harsh. For example, some people could face 18 months in prison for simply praying outside a facility. And if the state upgrades the charge, pro-life advocates could face up to 10 years in prison plus a fine of up to $150,000. Now, my next guest,
gender affirming care, reproductive health care.
Okay, so very interesting. Okay, that checks the first box, which is the Christian, box, right? The war is coming against Christianity there. All right, now let's check this out. This is on the other side of the pond. This is Japan. We covered some of the protests that were going, but Japan just passed a whole bunch of anti-Islam laws. And halal has been banned. Mosques have been banned. The call to prayer banned. Burqas have been banned. This is basically saying Islam is not welcome here. So this is what's happening in Japan right now.
日本国憲法第7条により衆議院を解散する。
Let me translate.
Yeah, I don't speak Japanese.
yeah. They're basically saying, you're not welcome here. No, don't come here with all that stuff, all the loud stuff. We're a very polite culture. We don't want the protest in the streets where you beat your chest, So it's interesting that we're having this legislated crackdown on religions, and it's the 3 Abrahamic faiths, right? And now let's cover somewhere else in the world where protesters in Mexico are doing what? They're setting the fire to the Israeli embassy. And this is, of course, is the third box of the 3 Abrahamic faiths. You had Christianity, law in USA and in Jersey, law in Japan against Islam, and here you have the burning of the Israeli embassy, representing kind of an attack on Jewish people as of late.
I mean,
Yep. All right. So that was the three religions, right?
yep. All in one place.
Well, all in different corners of the world, right? But it shows like the focus around the world is the ethnos against ethnos. It's the war of these different faiths and religions. You just had the protest in Michigan with the Crusader bikers going up there to challenge Islam in America. And then we have the invasion of Spain with people from Morocco into southern Spain. And you have in Britain just the Islamification of massive parts of the UK and how it's a clash with the local culture. And so it's literally proof that what was written in this supposed Albert Pike letter, which I remember years and years ago, is kind of like coming true before our eyes. It's very interesting. So with that said, we're going to take a quick break, and I'm going to show my my Defender of Israel video that I broke exclusively on Nephilim Death Squad's show. So now it's important to recognize that every cultural group, every people has its downfalls and it has its values. And people have been giving Jewish people such a hard rap lately, and I am not a Jew, but I have some I have some Jewish tendencies, right? So take it as you will, but I wanted everybody to know that I'm going to no longer, be so negative against the Jewish people. I'm gonna, be on the other side of this the scale here.
Give the Jewish people a hard rap. And that's probably because they're just so talented and blessed by the Almighty, because they follow his commandments. And that's why I want to be a defender of Israel. You see, I too am a fringe person, or fringed, that is. I denounce all painters and small mustachioed men. Really, I'm a fringed person, and I want to speak up for my brothers, Yehuda. Denouncers of popular painters unite. This segment has not been purchased by the ADL. I'm doing this of my own free will and volition.
This is not paid for by the ADL, or even IPAC. This is not paid for by the ADL, or even IPAC. This is not paid for by the ADL, or even IPAC. This is not paid for by the ADL, or even IPAC.
Oh, I'm glad he made it clear.
I don't understand.
I'm right there with you, brother.
Hey, well, we just want to be clear, that the organizations that
he'll take you with open arms, Jake. Just
look at this beautiful person. I mean, can't you just trust his face? I mean,
no.
You don't trust guys that look like that?
Well, I want to know what you have against small mustachioed men. I mean, there are a lot of men out there, Italians, for example, they have small mustachios, and painters. I mean, there are a lot of good painters. So I don't know what you have against those particular people. So you're kind of demonizing that group of people.
Oh, well, no. I want to encourage all men everywhere to stop shaving and staring in the mirror for hours and hours on end. It's kind of gay. That's what I think. But, nothing against anybody that does that. I just want to encourage everybody to a better path.
Okay. Nice.
Okay. Well, let's carry on to this next clip here. And by the way, I will be coming out with my Jake, the Defender of Islam, and Jake, the Defender of Christianity video very soon. So I want everybody to know.
Monty, we need you back.
I'd love to have Monty back. He really adds a lot. But, you know, look at this. Bro just shaved his mustache and thinks nobody will recognize him. So it's.
Well, I'm telling you, he got away. The Catholic Church helped him get away.
See, that's why he shaved his mustache, because he knows it's small mustachioed men that get identified as, as
well, I mean, what about Charlie Chaplin?
Anti-Semitism.
Charlie Chaplin was a Jew.
Charlie Chaplin definitely had a peel off. You know what I mean?
I don't know. He actually wasn't a Jew. I made that up, but it could have been.
I really love his skits. All right, check this out. So in a totally diverted topic, we have the recent China's AI robot races, and these things are crazy, man. They're running so fast.
You seen the ones that play soccer? Man, I would love to trip one of those things. Oh, I love when they hit the thing too. Oh yeah,
they can run so fast they can't stop.
All we gotta do is set up a wall. All we gotta do to stop these pieces of shit. You just put up a wall and they just bang right into it, you know?
What if that's how real human races were ran? We just ran as fast as we could and did a big cushiony thing?
Well, I mean, I guess we do sometimes.
For fun. Yeah, here's another angle of some of these robots racing. I'm going, but I can't stop. Oh, help me.
The one that...
No.
Yeah, this one shorts out. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
Me and Lindsay watched this clip. We watched this clip 6 times this morning.
Look at the spark fly. Oh, I love it. Man.
Have you seen them play soccer, though? They suck at soccer. They suck at playing sports, but we'll let the Dominicans have baseball, I guess, but robots, you stay out. Stay at baseball.
All right. Well, we're going to cover a medical topic, but before we do, I just want everybody to know that Mitch McConnell is the only vegetable the FDA has not recalled yet.
I'm so glad he's doing well.
Me too.
I've been
onto that seat of power.
I've been so stressed out for so long that Mitch McConnell, I thought he was dead, but I'm so glad the FDA did that.
One of my absolute favorite memes of the past month or two is him his proof of life videos. It's just so funny. But on a more serious note, RFK just comes out and links Tylenol to autism and ADHD. All right.
Okay. From our autism work that are vital for parents to know as they make these decisions. First, HHS will act on acetaminophen. The FDA is responding to clinical and laboratory studies.
Can they give him some for his throat?
Potential association between acetaminophen use during pregnancy and adverse neurodevelopmental outcomes, including later diagnosis for ADHD and autism. Scientists have proposed
my mom had no idea.
Linking prenatal acetaminophen exposure to altered brain development. We have also evaluated the contrary studies that show no association. Today, the FDA will issue a physician's notice about the risk of acetaminophen during pregnancy and begin the process to initiate a safety label change. HHS will launch a nationwide public service campaign to inform families and protect public health.
Wow. So this whole time, man, how many times did you take Tylenol as a kid? Do you remember?
Probably a lot.
Yeah, me too.
But I was diagnosed with Asperger's, and that's before they changed it all to autism, which I am starting a campaign that we should bring the term Asperger's back because Elon has Asperger's. All the bright ones have Asperger's. You know what I mean? but then they change it to autism, and it makes us all sound retarded.
Oh, yeah. I saw this really interesting clip recently how a person with autism needs complete silence to like really recoup and focus, and a person with ADHD needs like sound and music to completely refocus, and like they're like the polar opposites. I was like, oh man, it makes a lot of sense.
But a lot of people with ADD are different than that. ADHD is hyperactive.
Oh yeah. Well, check this out. So this is not. This is funny because this is always the satire, channel, the Babylon Bee. Well, this is not satire. New Mexico has passed a law to censor us. We're fighting back. Click the link above to find out more how you can help. So there's a really interesting law that's being passed, shutting down the freedom of speech there for the Babylon Bee, which has some fantastic, amazing memeage over the years. I really appreciate them. So very interesting. They're being shut down. I figured you'd appreciate this, Jeremiah. This is a cat in its original packing.
Oh, that's sweet. I do like that.
Oh yeah.
I can't even tell what that is. Is that just a box?
It's like a gun
alive?
case or something.
Oh,
I think it's just sleeping. It crawled in its owner's gun case. But
Charlie tries everything. Every box I open, he's in it before I open what it is.
Oh yeah.
He's staring at me right now. I can see his ass. Get your ass in here, boy. He's not gonna come. He's gonna
all right. Here's an interesting town hall meeting where a very special guest shows up to challenge the Public Safety Committee about flock cameras. We've been talking about that recently, but this is one of the best confrontations I've seen, talking about how it's supposed to be good, actually.
It's been a great day. Love to all. Thank you. Darth Vader.
Is that my boy? Primetime Stein 99? Who will be a Truth or Crime?
No, dude, it's Anakin. It's Anakin Skywalker. What are you talking about?
The Emperor is a fan of flock, and we must continue utilizing flock technologies so that we can follow and surveil the rebel scum as they move from playground to playground, from playground to pool, from pool to gymnasium, because we all know that the flock cameras are not only following the license plate readers, they are following children. They are following children in parks and gymnasiums, and we need this. I need this so I can stalk my ex-girlfriend.
Thank you. It's been a great day. Love to all.
So, Darth Vader is really proud of flock camera systems. It's
I wonder if he's a fan of big booty Latinas.
Your next assignment: 67 flock cameras has made its way into video games now. Oh man,
Dude likes
it's
the
just
video game.
So, Jeremiah, you remember Jimothy the raccoon?
Yeah, my spirit animal.
Yes. Well, Jimothy, if you guys don't remember, Jimothy is this beautiful creature, one of God's wonderful creation.
Hey, should I go get my we adopted a raccoon. Do you want me to go get it?
Yeah. I think he'll really enjoy this video I'm about to show.
Come here. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Okay, let's watch it together.
All right. You guys ready? This is Jimothy's cousin, and apparently he's taken up residence under the New York Met Stadium.
Holy hell. That's, yeah.
Oh, he's back. Oh my.
Get it.
Jameson, sit back.
Did he experience this at your baseball game?
Yeah, that's how I caught this little guy.
That's how you met him? Oh, wow.
Yeah. He's a good boy.
Yeah, so it's like literally raccoons are like living under the stadium in New York there. That's funny.
I like how they have little thumbs, you know?
For
you ever seen them
sure.
run? They run. Like,
oh yeah, they're like
steal your cat
mischievous.
food and they'll run away. Pretty awesome.
All right, here we go. This is another crazy Chinese drone show that just happened. It's like a giant sky warrior. It's pretty crazy what they're doing.
You know they do these here in Texas too.
Oh, crazy! Like, I want to go to China so bad, man.
They do them here in Texas. All you got to do is wish upon a star. Apparently.
Wow. Well, anyways, guys, that's all the news for this live stream. Definitely check out this Theo Vaughn interview with Professor Jang. It's super interesting, and I like Theo's, like, you know,
he's naturally funny.
He's naturally funny, and
yeah.
let me see here. So, Jeremiah, I need to prepare for your. Please excuse my sense of humor. I'm gonna attach my black box.
Okay. Well, you ready? Because you're not ready for this one. This is probably my best one yet.
I'm ready.
Yeah, here we go.
We're looking for 2 child molesters.
We'll do it. Will we be getting paid?
Hello, little kitty.
No, this is a cat. That's all he got.
Miska, Muska, Mickey Mouse.
I thought you'd like this one, Jake. I know it's not Mr. Father Star.
Good boy, I'ma be a good boy. Just a boy who loves Israel. Good boy, I'ma be a good boy. Israel is the best country on the earth.
I'm not
Man,
Jeff.
brother.
I'm Palm Beach Pete. Again, I'm not Jeff. I'm Palm Beach Pete. I'm a regular guy. I'm handsome. And I'm having the best summer of my life. Look at this view here. My day was fun-filled packed. And I'm just chilling in the Hamptons. And remember, I'm not Jeff. I'm Palm Beach Pete.
Yeah, he's not Jeff. I thought you'd like this one, Jake. It's a song about, the worst day of history.
September 11th was a bad day, an ugly day. It ruined everybody's day. Twin Towers came crumbling down by the brutal terrorists. The terrorists took over the planes and crashed into the towers. People's lives were lost. Family members lost their family members. People went into other countries.
So I didn't quite know what was happening in this, so I just had to share. What are you doing, President Donald Trump? With this weird little dummy. Holy shit. Not a bad mask, actually. Maybe he wears it for the plot.
I hear them. They're out there. They're looking for me.
Back.
They're not going to find me, though. No, I got to get moving. I'll see you later. Bye for now.
Da steht ein kleines Blümelein.
So shout out to Carl.
Und das heißt Erika.
For submitting this video.
Eins von 100.000 kleine Bienelein.
I won't need to pause it right here. Someday I'm gonna own a big farm full of cats that have this genetic thing, and I haven't decided what I'm gonna call it yet. Maybe Cat Schwitz, but I don't know. I'm still toying with the idea. I don't know. Jake, listen to my favorite song of you. I thought you'd love this one too, Jake. It's just so much fun. I would hire him for your children's birthday party.
Great cosplay. I'm really impressed. Really getting
We'll hire him
into
for
the
your next girl's birthday party.
Oh gosh.
Do they like Thomas?
I don't think they've ever seen Thomas the Train.
I hope not. Well, you highlighted a piece of that book that said gay.
Train face.
Oh, and shout out to Chris 69, not the other Chris. Thank you for submitting that. You hear a word? You hear the N-word? You don't hear it at all?
Is that E.T.?
No. N-word. One of my favorites.
Salagadoola, menchikapoola, bibbidi bobbidi.
White ass niggas going hard as fuck. I think they're black folks, white folks love that. I see all these black folks saying, "We love you, white people. We're sick of the illegals too. You're on niggas too." I think we all just need to be friends.
Corruption is not bad.
It's not bad.
Corruption is only bad if I'm not involved.
Yes.
But if I'm part of that corruption, I'll defend
More
it.
of them.
I hope we continue some type of friendship. You can take me on a kosher date. I will take you out. I'll take it the whole crew. We'll go out. Yeah. We're all paying separate.
Had a rash on my testicles, so I went in to see the woman doctor, and she was holding my testicles. She said, "You got to stop matting," and I asked why. She said, "Because I'm trying to examine you."
If Jake had a day job. Payback. Comedy movies back.
Stop! Wrong! How many times do we have to watch the videos? It is North Tower and then South. There's no feeling. There's no depth. It has to be personal.
Mm-hmm. You're learning so many important things, and I'm so proud of you.
So we are so proud of you, ladies and gentlemen. Jake, I'm so glad you turned sides, and you are now officially part of the
beautiful people.
Yeah,
I'm a defender of Israel. Yes, I am. I'm a Jew lover. I'm Jewish. I'm not a Jew. Jewish a little bit. I can't be circumcised twice, but I'm down for the procedure. No baby eating foreskin things. I'm not for those people though.
Well,
but
I don't know. That
sign of the covenant. Sign of the covenant.
Okay. Is that what you need that big sword for? The circumcision.
Yeah, the bigger the tool, the you got to work with. You know how it works. It's
Well, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's a weird way to end a live stream, but hey, fun, and we love having fun.
Jake's uncle.
Yeah.
No, that my uncle's Uncle Ricky.
That is Uncle Ricky.
That's not Uncle Ricky. That's Uncle Schweimy.
Yeah, something like that. Well, anyways, thanks for coming to our live stream, and we'll see you. When will we see you? When's the next time?
So we're gonna do a special Friday episode live stream this week. So I know Wednesday you guys have Skiba Side Quest.
Yes, we do. We got a good one for you guys. So we'll see you then. Happy trails to you until we meet again. My camera is crazy.
Spot from Langley tried to lobotomize the nation. Hospital protocols killed Dad in the latest strangulation. Mom dropped the book that burned the whole damn system down. Now every normie cooks while we expose the clown town. Push the button, smash subscribe, feed the Patreon beast. Marinating forbidden truth till your balls drop at least. It's the edge of the world, and all of that shit civilization. Every new show starts at 7. At least the red pills hit like nuclear detonation. It's understood that Skiba News. So subscribe to Skiba News Nation.